Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I paint some snowdrops. I made a simple watercolor painting which is very easy to follow. The first thing what I did is to apply some masking fluid onto the snowdrops and on some of the leaves. Then I sprayed some water onto the paper and I spread the water evenly. I mixed a green color out of turquoise blue and some lemon yellow and then added it here and there on the painting. Then I thought I had some warmer colors such as orange, which is basically made of some deeper yellow and some cadmium red, and then added around the edges of the green and let it flow together. Then I add a very strong turquoise blue. While the paper is still wet, it kind of like flows together and it actually becomes to a darker green. Then I add some phthalo blue, but any other blue such as Prussian blue works as well. And because my painting is tilted, everything mixes nicely together. And as well, I add some more of green at the corners. Then some more Prussian blue in the middle and at the bottom of the painting. I leave some bits free of paint, which just looks more a little bit like snow. And then I tilt the painting again so the colors are mixing together on their own. And then here a little bit green to balance the painting. I take off some of the paint at the left because I wanted to have the snowdrop a little bit more further in the distance, and I haven't added that much masking fluid on it because I want the edges to be blurry, as well as adding some stems for the flowers. And taking off the paint with a clean brush. My masking fluid is actually quite old, so I was not sure how it works out at this point. So I just make sure that there are some stems there, and then I add some salt, fine salt. And then I continue to work on the stem when everything has dried. So I add a little bit of a darker green, which means that I added some more turquoise blue into the yellow. But I still have the lighter color available, and I put the darker layer first onto the stem and onto the leaves. Then I take more of the lighter green and add it onto the leaves as well, so it's kind of still mixing together. And then I add some drops of orange, which I have used before as well, onto the leaf and the stem of the flower. I add some harder edges, so I really want the leaves to stick out. And then here again some more darker green. And then some lighter green, which still mixes with the darker green together. And then adding a stem a little bit at the back for the more blurred flower. A little bit more turquoise blue. And then I continue with the petals of the flower. Because generally they are white, I did not want to overdo it, so I added very light ultramarine blue. And I don't paint the entire petals, just very light into the direction the petals are leaning. I have not wetted the petals before. And then here a little bit stronger colors, a little bit of more turquoise blue at the main snowdrop flower. And then spreading it carefully. Then I add more of the blue around the petals so they popped out much more. In this case I used at the further away flower, I used some turquoise blue, and I have wetted the paper a little bit so that it's blurry and doesn't give really hard edges. Then here at the bottom it's more of the phthalo blue. I wanted that the green really kind of takes the attention and the flower becomes the focal point of the painting. Then more water around the stem of the flowers and around the petals, and I take much stronger pigments. So the white of the flower easily to be seen. In Northern Finland we don't have spring till May. Although with the climate change it might be a little bit earlier because this winter has been relatively warm. But every spring I look forward to my flowers which I have planted in my little garden, so that they finally come out, and then I know it is springtime. a little bit more turquoise blue around the flowers, top of the flowers and around the grass or the leaves, but I did not add very strong color. It's just that I want them a little bit more separated. The stem of the main flower is not really coming out well, so I emphasize it with the dark colors as well as the little bit further away flower. At least the stem gets a little bit more colors, and around the edges of the leaves. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching the video and remember to subscribe.